Hey, what's up, guys? It's Nunnker, and sorry for the kind of bad angle. As you can see, I once again changed the where I keep my DVDs. Pretty much I ran out of room, so I got this big shelf thing. This up here, like all that stuff, keeps going up. Anyways, that's just my regular DVDs, like movies. But from there to here is my MMA collection down there. Alright, so I have a decent size update, not as big as last time, because last time was like an update from the course of like 5 months, but it's been about a month, so I got some good pickups. Alright, so the first one I got is UFC 67, All or Nothing, and my cat's here. Say hi. Yeah, it's my cat. Anyways, yeah, UFC 67, All or Nothing. This one, I kind of went out of order. I usually don't go back and buy them now, because I have most of the older ones from like the 40s, 50s, 60s era of UFC, and 70s, but I never got this one. It obviously features Anderson Silva versus Travis Lutter, which was supposed to be Silva's first title defense. Lutter comes in overweight, doesn't make weight, and it's a non-title fight. Debut of Quentin Rampage Jackson, and debut of Mirko Cro Cop. This is a pretty good card. It's not the best one, but it has some nice finishes, some really good fights. Frankie Edgar versus Tyson Griffin's a good fight. Roger Huerta, I think Lyoto Machida makes his debut. Jorge Rivera against Terry Martin, Dustin Hazlett. It's a pretty stacked card. And the next one, like I said, I usually go in order. UFC 94. St. Pierre versus Penn 2. And this one got delayed for like, I think about month and a half, 2 months. It was supposed to come out like a while ago, and then like the UFC had issues with the company that produces them, which was First Look Entertainment. I believe that was what their old production company was, and then now they have Anchor Bay, which Anchor Bay is more known, but I actually don't really like the work they did on this one, personally. I was really disappointed that they didn't have the countdown show included in it. I thought that they put the countdown show, they don't have any of that. So, I mean, I'm sorry, not the countdown show. For this, they have UFC Primetime. I thought that they put in the UFC Primetime show, which was kind of like a 3-part show hyping up the event. And they didn't put that, so they can't put a countdown show. So all that's on this is UFC.com featurettes, behind the scenes, which is alright, and weigh-ins. So not much here. And the card is Arroyo versus Kramer, O'Brien versus Wellish. O'Brien makes his light heavyweight debut. Wilson versus Howard. John Howard debuts. Manny Gamborin against Thiago Tavares. Fitch versus Gono. Diaz versus Guida. Parisian versus Donghyun Kim. Bonner versus Jones. That's a great fight. Machida versus Silva. Thiago Silva. And obviously George St. Pierre versus BJ Penn for the welterweight title. And this is a 2-disc, obviously. Comes with the poster. It's disc 1. It's 2. You have Cheetah and Silva. So yeah, I don't love. I like the poster a lot. I'll say that, but I really don't like special features. And now they actually released a what do you call it? A 2-disc or like a 2-event pack with like 95 and 96, and I don't believe that they're going to be releasing UFC 95. I think that the only way you can get 95 is on the 2-disc, but they are making a UFC 96, I believe, in August. And the last one I got, UFC Fight Night Live, which I didn't even open yet. Sorry for the bad angle. Alright, and I got this for, as you can see, $4.97 on sale at FYE. And I also got UFC 67 at FYE for $4.97. They have it in like this big bargain bin. So guys, really check this out. I believe it's at all FYEs. I'm pretty sure. Pretty much have like a huge sale on tons of UFC DVDs. It was crazy. I saw they had the Randy Couture versus Chuck Liddell trilogy pack. That's UFC 43, 52, and 57. That's 3 events for $5. They had it. They had They had pretty much from UFC, I saw from UFC 47 all the way up to UFC 76. That's what I saw on my FYE. And they were all for $5. And also like ultimate knockouts in this as well. But anyways, sorry guys. This is Best of UFC Fight Night Live. And this, I've been wanting to get this, but it's just, I didn't think it was worth like $15. But now that they have it for $5, it's definitely worth that. None of these fights are available anywhere else. They don't release the fight nights on DVD. So this is the only DVD you can get them on. And I love the cover. Koscheck and Spratt. But anyways, the fights are Bonner versus Irvin, Fickett versus Berkman, Lieben versus Rivera, Ludwig versus Goulet, Gillard versus Neer, Fisher versus Riley, Lieben versus Deweese, Vera versus Scherner, Fisher versus Alvis. That's a Alvis and Fisher's, I believe, debut. Florian versus Karalexis, Swick versus Ray, and Koscheck versus Spratt. So, you know, this is a really stacked cards, and the bonus material, not much. DVD motion menus and bonus featurette that did not air on TV, and over 2 hours of content. And I don't know what the bonus featurette is. I didn't watch this yet. But, yeah, it's 12 fights. So, yeah, it's definitely worth it. Go check it out at your local FYE. They have a huge sale there on DVDs. Usually, they sell them there for about, like, range of $10 to $20. Main price is usually $15 though, but it's definitely a good deal. So yeah, that's my update. Not the biggest one, but some random ones. But you know, it is what it is. There, have them. Fight Night Live, 94, 67. All right, guys. So that's my update. I will see you guys next time. Please subscribe. Please comment.